domestic violence, whether physical or emotional or anything, it tears your spirit down. Once I pulled that U-Haul out of that driveway, it was like, this is it. I couldn't do it anymore. But I was very afraid of what was going to happen after that. I had left an abusive situation when I was first coming to Peckham. I was homeless. I didn't have a car. I was living in a bedroom at my daughter's house that I was actually sharing with someone else. I put in probably 30 applications. Peckham got back to me first. I wasn't even sure what they did there. I went in for a sewing assessment, passed my sewing assessment, had my interview and got the job. Absolutely love sewing. It was great. I was able to move up fairly quickly. Became a level 3 sewer before the plant closed. The closure of the plant actually really pushed me, and it made me say, okay, I'm either gonna dig in and do this, or I'm gonna just float, and I'm gonna fail. And I couldn't fail. I was like, I'm not failing. Like, that's just not an option. I decided to apply for a position in custodial, ended up getting it, and ended up at MSP headquarters, which was a huge honor to be able to work with our state police. And crew lead position opened up, and I decided to apply for it. And within 6 months, I was applying for this position and interviewed and actually nailed the position. I am a supervisor for custodial services in downtown Lansing. I come in and make sure everybody's set to go, check our equipment. I do contact my associate manager pretty much every day. I stay in contact just to keep them abreast on what's going on. I do inspect the building to make sure that the team members are maintaining their quality for Peckham. And then I also inspect to make sure that we're living up to the standards that the state expects us to. That's a huge responsibility. So we want to make sure that we're making not only the state workers in the building, but also the state itself, we're making them proud. My favorite part of my job right now is my team. To be able to make them smile on a bad day. We come together, and I'll be right there cleaning next to them, and it's nice to still feel like I'm part of that team. The mini grant, when I was a team member, when I first was in this job, I went and got myself some anti-slip shoes that were going to be real good for walking. Within 3 months, they were falling apart, and my feet were starting to hurt. So I was like, hey, is there a program for getting just shoes for work? In the back of my mind, I'm like, that would maybe be something to look into. And then I became a staff member. So I kind of drafted up my idea and presented it to the foundation and the C team, and they approved it. So we have a $5,000 mini grant to start a program for assistance with shoes. So we're going to have Playmakers partnering with us. It'll be an option to give the team members a whole experience about their shoes. They can go get fitted properly, get suggestions on what's best for them based on their ambulation or their body mechanics. And I'm so excited about it. Without Peckham, I would not have been able to become successful as quickly as I have. The support that Peckham provided for me really helped me beat some of those demons that were like in my head telling me how awful I was and how I wasn't going to be anything. And I was definitely in a dark place. And I'm afraid to think of where I could have possibly went without Peckham and without the support of everyone around me at Peckham. I don't think I would be where I am today, and especially mental health-wise and emotionally. I don't feel like I would have those leadership skills that I've learned since being at Peckham without Peckham in my life. I might still be sitting there feeling like I, wasn't worth anything and that nobody cared. Or even worse, I might have stayed in the situation I was in, which would have been very bad. That's really emotional, actually, to think of where I might be without Peckham.